Hi everyone. Some of the newbies have been asking, like, what's your name? Why don't you let me know your name? I want to call you by a name. You could just go BBBA. I've already explained that before. It's Baby Bats and Buddies of Australia. The reason I do that is because I really believe that the channel should just be about them and not me. So that's why I'm just their voice, good or bad or indifferent, and never ever take anything I say and go, oh, well, I hate bats now because you said this or you said that, or I don't like the way you... Please don't. That's why I don't want myself associated as, the bat person with the bats, is because if you say the wrong thing, then people get mad at you and then they take it out on the bats. And they have enough problems as it is that I don't want to ever make it that someone doesn't like the bats because of something I said. Because I'm human, I'm going to make mistakes. So we know that, right? Okay. I'm sure everybody knows I'm not Australian, I'm Canadian. We all know that. And that I moved here when I had gotten married because my husband couldn't handle the snow in Winnipeg. So we moved to Australia. And I didn't get in bats right away. We were married for 10 years, and then I started getting into bats, and I really fell madly in love with them. I thought they were just absolutely fantastic. And the first time I ever saw bats was in Reptile World in South Dakota, years before that. So that's where my first, time I saw a bat was there. And I just absolutely fell in love with them. So the best thing I did, and that's why when someone goes, oh, I could never do what you, or I could never, this is never going to happen to me. We don't know what's going to happen to us in our life. And we don't know where we're going to end up. I never, ever thought of coming to Australia ever in my life. So life could be very amazing. And you know what? Even if you live somewhere, even if you find a unique animal or an animal that needs help in your area, why don't you look after them? If I went back to Canada, I'd definitely look after skunks and raccoons. I've always liked skunks and raccoons and squirrels and stuff like that. I would definitely do that. And I really wish I had looked into it when I lived there. So, I missed that opportunity myself. So just look for something that's going to fill your passion. I mean, I know these guys, I can't even think of another animal that I would, I love kangaroos and koalas and that, don't get me wrong, but there's just something about these guys that have taken my heart and soul, and that's it. So, but that's just a little rundown. Like I said, I don't want to get in too much about myself because it's not about me. It never should be about me. And we don't want, ever that you get mad at me. If you're mad at me, get mad at me. But don't say, well, I'm not going to look at bats anymore, because I've had people say that to me. So, even someone goes to me and said, well, I'll still like them, well, yeah, it should never be anything about a person that you should stop liking an animal for, or don't like that animal just because the person likes the animal and you think that that's winning you brownie points. Be honest with yourselves always. And I love them. I hope everybody here loves them and will fight for them, because they are so disliked and they need all the love they could get. So thank you so much for listening to this. Maybe you get to know me a little bit better, which that's about as much as, I don't know if there's anything else you really need to know. But besides, I have one child. So that's about it. And have a lovely day. And thank you so much for your time. Bye.